Good morning, Jermaine Thomas here at the Brooklyn Water Bagel Company, Jupiter, Florida. It's on the intersection of Indiantown Road and US 1. Very popular place. They're available on Uber Eats, and I want you guys to know I have the link in the description of the video for Uber Eats. What I have here is, I just wanted to stop by. It's been on my mind a couple months, stop by one of the locations. There's one in Vero Beach. I live in Fort Pierce. There's this one in Jupiter. It gets a little more progressive all throughout South Florida. I also have Natalie's Orchid Island, a product of the Treasure Coast here. And Natalie's Orchid Island is of Vero Beach on the island side of A1A, but the actual production is in Fort Pierce in the downtown. So if you ever ride a US 1 and you wonder why the truck's backing in, about Avenue C, Bacchus, all that right there, that's where the production is for Natalie's Orchid Island. Big shout out to both companies. I want to share them in the Instagram TV as well as and sunshine, man. Sunshine and sunrises like this is just part of the nature of where I come from, where I grew up. Like, this is how I started my school days. They started at home, of course, with mother and father. And even on a time like June 1st, back then, if I take you back in time, I'll be doing my football conditioning. So I definitely ate a lot more at home. But I would be up to, before the sunrise or during sunrises like this, either with a coordinated team conditioning session, or I remember between 10th and 11th grade, Coach Duke Schneider sent me home with the conditioning list. He and the other coaches put it together. I was doing my own push-ups and my own sprints and my own running. I would do drills in the neighborhood. I didn't care much of what people thought. My dad, he used to call me champion back in those days. And it's like, you guys really follow my progression of what I open up and share about on Instagram and Facebook. That's when you see me, my athlete transformation. I went from a lean kid, from the 8th grade spring practice through freshman year. I couldn't even move the solo man sled. It weighed 270 pounds. I couldn't even move it. But thankfully, to the facilities at my public school, it was a public school, we had a good weight facility. I was able to, with proper instruction from my strength and conditioning coaches, began putting on muscle, putting on weight. You see, in the 10th grade, I was a big man, and it happens fast. So all of you all who are strength athletes, power athletes, you guys out here, y'all fighters, you're wrestlers, you're MMA, any of that, you guys are any ranks of bodybuilding, fitness modeling, it all takes time, and you have to be mindful. Like, normally you see me, I'm really on plants nowadays, but I got some lemonade. It's just a product of my local community. I want to share the love. You see me on a bagel. Yes, there's pork in there, but it looks so good on the menu. I'm managing moderately what I eat, so it's not that I'm so strict. And you see how I look. I'm lean, I'm fit. I just choose carefully what I want to eat, Sometimes given to the wants. Other times it's like I'm being a little more strict, being a little more clean. So all of you, I just want to offer encouragement. You can transform your body the way you want. If you want to put on weight, put on muscle, you can. Just read and research it. There's always education available formally or just at your disposal nowadays. It's like things are wide open now. You can learn what it takes hypertrophy to grow some muscle. There's pros out here of whatever you call a pro. People that have written their book or posted their videos, or they have certification courses. And there's also ways of getting your education. There's whole education in the matter. There's athletic training, there's exercise physiology, there's the strength and conditioning. Some of these courses out here. There's physical therapy assisted, physical therapy. There's so much you can do. Like I said, that's formal. You also have the not so traditional, non-formal, just people that have the know-how. And when it comes to burning fat, losing fat, it doesn't have to be by something that was created. It could be of a God-made, earth-made thing. You have to look at taking in the fruits and vegetables. Unless there's something that doctors say you can't have. I know some people, some things they shouldn't eat, like a green leafy vegetable. Some people, whatever it is in their diet, or for whatever reason. But for those who are healthy to do it, that's part of what helps you. You know, when you're consuming some spinach, some kale, collard greens, mustard greens, turnip greens, you know, turnip, all of that, that helps you burn your fat. So it's like, I get something like this, there's more protein going on than you think, you know, healthy protein, and I eat it moderately. I'm going to enjoy it, of course. But I want to shoot a video, come early on here. Have a little issue with Postmates, their customer service. I just have to be honest. Like, I have a delivery I did many hours ago, and the reason I'm in South Florida is so beautiful. I mean, look at Harborside over there. The Woods of Jupiter is over there, and so many other places. BurgerFi's in there. Got Sinopolis this way. You got the Rocksteady juice joint that way. You should try it. And yes, they do have CBD that can go in your smoothie. The healing properties of that CBD oil, they have that available in that smoothie place. But the way I'm going to go about it is, I do have a number with Postmates. I'm going to try it, but unfortunately I spent about 2 hours on the phone last night. They did not answer. I had just waiting, being on the waiting list. They changed the wait time. I had about an hour on the phone this morning at changed the wait time. They may not be open yet. That's probably why. I'm talking about 300-minute wait and 59-minute wait, and then you go down to 32 and 16 and 10 and 11 and shoot you back up to 59, bring you back down to 36. How I'm going to go about it is, that's where Roadie comes in. So by the time I get a good Home Depot delivery from Roadie, and hopefully nothing but cakes miraculously opens up in South Florida, and I can get in that gated community just to swipe complete on that Postmate, I'll be back in business. But until then, hey, they got to work on their customer service. I ain't hate. Business is good when it's good, but you need the people factor in your business. Just being honest. And I ain't being hateful. I'm committed to driving you guys millions of dollars. But you got to put the people element back in your business. You got to. But just keeping a good even temper about that. I got a good, decent, nice sleep. But there's always a way. By the time I get that good Home Depot right by that same neighborhood, it's complete. I'll be back in business. That way I can do the Walmart deliveries, the restaurant deliveries, and I don't know if the Apple Store of Palm Beach Gardens Mall is open. I can do all that. But that's why I encourage you guys, so that you don't get jammed by one company. Look at a myriad of companies. Look at multiple companies. Where one has you in the gym, there's always another one. You know, so I also have, I noticed yesterday, I got 2 Instacart orders done. That shows you it can be done. People are occupied with other stuff. Either they're bored with it or they had something else to do. You know, you saw the events yesterday, May 31st, nationwide. I didn't know that was going to happen, but different people in my life checking in with me about this. Where you at? How you doing? Stay safe. Everything. So that probably what led to me being able to get that work. So work is good. I work on my top line. I just have to be honest, y'all. You know, building off the muscle in life. Building off the muscle in life. The lifestyle experience. Of course, God is my source, but all of the work are my different forms of resource. So it's like, my work isn't as strenuous as one would believe. Sometimes it's a bit tough, something challenging, but hey, I just told y'all about tough. I do grunt work. You know, I lived my football dream. There wasn't nothing easy about it. It was hard. I really enjoyed and loved it, the rewards of it, but you have to pay your dues as a football player. So mothers and fathers, guardians, big brothers, big sisters, understand when you see your child going through these phases, a football player or any of these really grueling sports, gymnastics, the child's gymnastics, track and field, they weightlifting, all that stuff, any of it, cheerleading challenges, cheer and dance, all that stuff, all the field sports. I would imagine soccer, rugby, and lacrosse is just as challenging as football. I didn't play them. I could have been a soccer player. I'll stand right there and block that soccer ball from me. Could have been. It's just back then, maybe it wasn't looked at as that second sport. You know, some people are multi-sport athletes. I wanted to, but I didn't just go ahead with it. But hey, I could imagine that's challenging too. So, the reason I say all that is, for you all, if you have children pressing you, tugging at your shirt, I want to play this, I want to play that, I want to be in this sport, I want to be in that activity. That's how they build character. So when times are tough, when there's hard work to do, it's not that they're foreign to hard work. They can channel it. When times require you to talk to people, be a team builder, be a team member, where it's fair and equitable, of course, they know how to talk to people, deal with people. Whether it's a happy situation or it's just like, I know how to stay out the way when I need to stay out the way. You need to let people build character. That's all. Part of the answers of what's going on out here. You gotta let people speak their truth. No matter what your color, your ethnicity, let them speak their truth. Everybody's cutting, not everybody, but the mainstream media feed you that. Or the mainstream of your social media masses. You gotta lend an ear so you can learn something. That's all. You can't know it all. You can't have two know-it-all divides. That ain't gonna do it. But I'm gonna sign off now. Y'all have a blessed day, alright?